Good evening, folks. It is Wednesday night, so it is time for the Burning is Yarn, and I am back this week. And with us tonight, we're just going to jump right into bringing people in here. We have Trey,
Hey, everybody.
we have Dawn,
Hello.
and we have someone who is covering his camera, so I don't know if he wants me to bring him up. But we're going to bring him up anyway.
Hi. Wasn't
there.
sure. I thought I was just lurking and clicking buttons at the back, but hello.
Nope, not for this show.
You can lurk if you want. That's fine.
You can
I
lurk
can
Well,
lurk
of course.
if I want to.
You can lurk
Leave
if
your
you want
lurk
to.
behind.
You can.
No, not me up front. There we
Oh,
go. All right, everybody knows what I'm working on because this is the same piece from Monday.
8675309.
But
Jenny,
we'll let Trey talk about what she's doing tonight.
okay. I am doing a traveler's pouch dice bag. I think that'll be the fun one. I'm going to post the link over here. That is a long link, but it's by the same person that does the potion bottles that I do. So I think we'll be all right.
Oh
It looks like
my
a fun
God.
one.
That is a
That
long
is-
link. Good lord.
I know,
God.
right?
I almost goofed.
Don't goof.
Would you?
I went to click on comments and the mouse jumped up and hit the
Oh,
end screen button. Luckily, it confirmed.
It was almost a very short show.
Just up in smoke, folks. But see, hand check, I didn't do it this time. Y'all can't get me.
Joey, what can we do with you? Oh, wait. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But as always, we will have the
That's a
music
great
of
room.
Bunny.
the Doom Bunny.
Oh,
Doom Bunny. I'm so glad you like that.
I absolutely adore it. And it's like I'm trying to get where I can puppet him by just minorly turning my head, because this is a worthwhile endeavor for my, extreme talents to just sit and lightly ponder the bouncing of Doom Bunny.
Excellent. Oh, if we could put a magnet on it and then a headband with a magnet.
Oh.
Or a clip with a magnet. All right, so I've got a future project to do.
Get Nick's face. He's thinking about this.
Oh, no, I was being horrible because my hair's not long enough for it. Well, I mean, it is, but it isn't. I went for the hair tie, and I looked at Doom Bunny, and I went, wait a second.
That would be a
Y'all trying to make Doom Bunny branded merch. I see how you are.
Doom Bunny was adorable.
He is. I want to do
fun to make.
Well, you could do a whole bunch of bunnies that don't happen to be Doom Bunny,
Can you make a purple Doom Bunny with teal skull and teal tail? Sorry, Nick, I'm stealing your Doom Bunny because he's just too damn cute.
You wouldn't be the first person who has. I had a Cafe Plus store stolen. I
was going to say, Doom Bunny is Nick's creation, so we'll need to get permission from Nick in order to do Doom Bunny others.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
But yeah, I can do other bunnies without the skull, so they're not Doom Bunnies. It'll be like My Little Bunny.
Okay.
Or the Care Bunnies.
I'll just put is the skull though, and that's one of those things, and then long ears and that fluffy damn tail.
It's the tail.
Hey, honey.
Yes.
Instead of, you remember the Robot Chicken skit, Apocalypse Pony?
Oh yes, I love Apocalypse Pony.
Apocalypse Bunny.
Y'all are gonna make me find the personally I blame Doom Bunny picture, aren't you? You really are. Good Lord.
Either that or you need to revisit.
Oh God. Okay, that's is it even on here? I mean, it's somewhere.
Oh, come on off there. There we go. All right. I'm going to get some music playing here. We're going to play from Dan Hollifield's Second Helping album. And we are going to, just because I have a feeling this is going to set the mood for the night, we're just going to go straight to track 13, Set This Place on Fire.
Excellent.
And I did see that hold on a second here. The link for Trey's project has been dropped into the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and start on comments, or y'all got anything else you want to share with our crazy cast tonight?
Actually, there is one thing I want to talk about also. And I didn't think to grab the link before the show because, that would make sense. If you guys haven't, if you're on Facebook, give a follow to Mag's Mischief Fiber Arts. Because Facebook's new thing now to be able to stream to Facebook, if it's not just your profile page, is you have to have your page active for 60 days and you have to have 100 followers. 200 followers?
200 followers.
Okay, scratch that. 200 followers.
Sorry, the annoyance is not with you.
Yeah.
It is the pure. Okay, I've got 2 YouTube links for it. I want to see if it's coming up on Facebook. Come on.
I think that's the right link.
Possibly. Sure. Looks like it.
Now I'm annoyed.
Yeah, if y'all could show the page a little love, share it with your friends. That way we can stream to Trey's business page.
Which I should probably update at some point with what I've been working on.
Oh, you've got the link already. Cool.
And for those who haven't noticed, we are no longer streaming to the Indie CD page because, well, Facebook just sucks. So,
Yeah.
and mine isn't even because it's a page that doesn't have 100 or 200 people. It's because it's a group.
Yeah. I do have a question kind of related to that for IndieCD. How is it going for getting the... We really need to do like a group fund setting type of thing for the IndieCD social media aspect.
You mean like how's the Facebook page doing, or?
No. Because you have some social media type of stuff heading on IndieCD, don't you?
Oh yeah, there is the blog feature that people can use. The social media site I was trying to create has kind of gone by the wayside.
Okay.
Mainly because due to funds of trying to keep all the plugins active. And yes, I'm still going to be stubborn, and I am not going to have ads on my site. Because I am that stubborn person that, wants people to be able to visit a website without it crashing their phone due to an obscene amount of ads.
Yay.
I am going to throw this link in. If you appreciate what Joe does for everybody in the independent community, we know that it's just a one-time fee that he has for setting up your page. But if you want to give him an extra little coin for his wares, as Foxy would say, I dropped the link for the donations page for IndieCD. That way Joe can get some more wood.
Help Joe get wood.
Hey.
And me get tied up.
Ooh, not wood.
My
I think Alec is in the chat. I just want to throw that out there.
I'm working with yarn.
Yes, and Joe's burning wood. See?
I want to point out that apparently the Nick field is so strong that Donna has commented on it to poor Carl. So his suffering is because you guys invited me here. So blame Joe. He is funneling the Nick virus onto the world.
It's better than the Vista virus.
Preach on.
Well, it's
No,
weird.
I was going for the same thing. But Dan saying
Tonight.
a little early, but good evening. And well, I'm just going to blast through because a bunch of this
I
is
was going to say,
readings.
if you want to do comments for right now, that'd be great. I'm going to drop Dan's link here quick
Okay.
because we're listening to his music.
Carl's greeting for everybody, at least the boys, and Joe's greeting more, and little BB sighting. Breaking news, breaking news. She ate some special food I put out. Oh, go. Creme della Edgar della Creme. Anyway, leftover supper pork, and let me pet her, but she's not ready to come in the door. We have a heart trap. We are letting her see it. Tomorrow it will have tuna in it.
Yes.
And
Oh.
that's how Carl adopted the raccoon. No, Cat Curiosity almost had her walking into it by herself, but she jumped back out without tripping it.
Oh. But at least you saw her. You got to pet her. That just makes my heart happy.
Yes.
And the pure white cat with the collar also came by, like Donna's pork and gravy. Ooh. Duchess? Anyway, moving on, we have. Hopefully, you'll be able to get little BB back tomorrow. And it took me 6 months to get her in the first time, so I can be patient.
That's kind of where I've been going with the whole. As long as you can just have sightings of her, that's the most important thing right now.
Yeah.
And Carl saying, so tonight is burning and yarn churning.
It's a good way to describe it.
Right.
Hey, Nick, I don't know if anybody's noticed this. You're reading off the computer and you have your other glasses on.
I am painfully aware of this. God! How? I leave them static. And it looks like the London fog. Anyway. No wonder I'm getting eye strain these days. Okay, yup, and very cool. And Donna says, best May West voice. Hello there, boys. I'm here. I'm not going to do a May West voice because right now my throat is not up to it. But a little later you can come up and see me sometime. Anyhow, and Carl's saying, hey, sweetie, greetings from Dan. Gets out her giant cigar. I am ready to go with the beat. And we have the first, but probably not the last. Where are they? Here we go. Not the room, folks. And time to say, don't forget to like and share, folks. And Thesis is sent here. Evening all, and everyone's greeting Thesis. Been a bit of a poop week so far, so this is a needed distraction.
Oh no.
And hello to Trey and Dawn, who I assume are backstage. No, there's no backstage. I'm not even allowed to work. Yes, because we have to make sure Nick gets his 4 to 5 hours of streaming a day.
Take 2 of these and
sorry
call
to
me
hear
in the
that,
morning,
Thesis.
stream 5 hours, and Nick is happy boy.
Hey, Nick. Hey. Hi, guys. Hey, Sarah.
Hey,
Oh,
Sarah.
hey, to see Sarah come in. That's hey, guys. Hey, how you doing? And we've got Mag's Mischief's Fiber Art, the world's longest link for that lovely Traveler's Pouch dice bag crochet pattern. I imagine that those things will sell like hotcakes, though.
I'm hoping.
The LARPies will be all over them. I mean, what? No, I would never plot against the LARPies. Not like they have money. Anyway, Sarah says, "I love that laptop. Lets me know these shows are on." I don't. My laptop doesn't. I just have Dawn, who's like, "Nick, I'm in the backstage."
Would I do that?
No, dear. The line is, "Did I do that?" Not would I do that? Anyhow, and Foxy gets to lurk. You see, she's special. And really can't talk about much since we are being recorded, but needless to say, I am in a mood. Dear Lord in heaven.
Ooh.
And good
There's
evening.
Alec. Hey, Alec.
Oh no, that's not a bird. You missed Doom Bunny. This is my old mascot. And Trey made me one. And it likes to land on my head. Little Doom Bunny goes right here. It's not as easy to do when my hair is tied back, but it works. Yay! And Alec, and Sarah, and greetings to the Witzmans, and
The friendly group.
do you want to put a magnet near Nick? Isn't that how you create anti-gravity? No, everyone knows. You tie a piece of buttered toast to a cat and drop it.
Yeah.
As long as the butter is sticking up and the cat's feet are down, it will begin to spin rapidly and hover in place. You can make a whole monorail on those things. And Blade and Foxy and everyone on screen and anyone else who might be lurking. Hey, Alec. Hey, Donna. I'm trying to get through these so that people can get back to talking. The way Trey said, "My little bunny," sounded like "My Little Pony."
Good.
This is true. Good. Jeez. Oh my gosh, Trey. By the way, I am making Amanda watch an anime.
Okay.
It is called Snow White with the Red Hair.
You were telling me
has-
about that.
Y'all, it's a Ghibli anime without Ghibli. Like somebody went through and maybe didn't make it to either. They graduated out of Ghibli movie school and needed to make some money on the side, or like went till like their last year and then went somewhere else. But this is like the most Trey Ghibli anime show like thing. If you were looking for that cute, heartwarming-ish, but not somehow not saccharine when it has every right it should be, look up
Beautiful.
Snow White with the Red Hair. And I thought the same thing, Alec. And there's the Facebook profile. I'm going to skip the many cross posts of that. That's the right link. I thought I was following it, but it said no, so I am now. Dun dun dun.
What? Oh, Dawn. Oh, okay.
Dawn, Dawn, Dawn. And she
Right.
disappears every time something dramatic happens. You really need to get yourself like a villainous dress, dear. I'm just saying.
Who, me?
Yes, you. If you're going to appear every time somebody goes, Dawn, Dawn, Dawn.
Well, he wasn't talking about me. No one wants to see me in a slip.
Oh, honey, a slip. No, no, no. You're getting a high slit cocktail dress there. We know how it is.
Top.
Oh, we can write
Classy.
that into, or you can write that into H&H too, right, Nick?
You want Joe in a cocktail dress?
Sure.
That's not undoable. It just would take some
I was
effort.
going to say, he got the legs for it.
Hey, Nick, there's your drawing prompt for next Wednesday.
Oh, God.
That
You do realize-
idea is scary as hell.
We have
We
the
got a
entire crew here tonight.
I love it. We got a full house.
Oh my God, it is. It's three
Once
kings and
again,
two
it's become a
queens.
panel show. Yeah.
Trey, it really is. Three kings and two queens.
It's a full house.
It's a full
Excellent.
house. There's the link if you want to send Joey.
Do you realize how funny that was? Given
I
the
was thinking three
comparison
jokers in the
just
deck,
had?
but that's beside the point.
Which would be the three jokers.
I'm
Well,
a
we do
sweet,
have
innocent
Nick,
person.
Joe, and me.
Okay, five jokers, Yahtzee.
Fuck you. I'm sorry, you said Joker, and all I can think is the many times that I've heard Trey call Joey Mr. J.
Oh, Mr. J.
pardon me for melting for association. And yes, fear the Nick Field. There is, Trey's King Talk. Oh, where's that link again? Haha, no.
Oh, Trey went fuzzy.
There
you go.
Okay, come on. Refocus.
There you go.
There we go. Focus!
I don't think Trey has an OnlyPants. Anyway,
Pants belong on the stove because they're hot.
and HO. Oh, that's you being okay. That's you with your Halo. Good to hear.
I did watch your time lapse. That was a really cool time lapse of your avatar.
I didn't see the time lapse. I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Excellent. And Dawn's putting the link for Dan Hollifield and Mystery Fiber Arts. Did the same. Oh wait, because of the repeat. Hold on. Here we go. And the good doctor is with us. The TARDIS has landed.
Doctor Who?
Dr. Dulas. Dun 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 dun. But we won't mention it.
I was gonna say, I don't think BBC will sue us. I think we'll be okay.
It's okay. My voice is so hideous they don't want to be associated with it. I can get away with a lot by being like that.
Hi, Dad.
Bladed. The answer to your question is, my life is nothing but comedic timing.
Basically, yes. And Carl is charging into battle, yelling, "Dale!" And I'm wondering, okay, wait, if Dale's here, is Chip, and more importantly, is Gadget? Anyhow,
Evan Rude.
Oh God, the rest of the Rangers theme is stuck in my head now. Damn it!
Good. And then I go straight to Magnum PI because, yes.
Because of Dale's shirt. I had a lead on that. I had a lead, and I was $1 short of an actual recreation of the Magnum PI Hawaiian shirt.
Oh.
Many, many years ago. It's one of those laments. And we've got all the greetings for Dale, and then, hey, I was referring to clapping along with the intro music. No green room. And Sarah saying, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Oh, all right. Get down.
I was going to say, I didn't think she liked country, but hey,
I got a little
Shania transcends.
Sarah, just make sure you're okay.
Right? Is this a cry for help?
Yeah. Verb.
Send us a Finch that's like out of character. Dress your Finch in all pink if you need help.
I'm gonna send her thoughts. Okay, just send her some thoughts.
Right? Maybe the heat's gotten to her.
I was sleeping before the show. Literally woke up to the notification.
Hey, we gotta be good for something.
I was eating before the show, and then Dawn said, "Hey, I'm hanging out in the DIY green room," and I'm like, "Oh dear Lord, what do you call it when you knitted wood and burnt yarn?"
A hot mess.
Tuesday. A mess there. Actually,
technically, you could strip all the fibers down, weave it into.
Yes.
That would be.
Yeah. They do have bamboo yarn.
Painfully long and weird if you didn't have the proper equipment to do so.
What? Just one moment there for the phrase painfully long and weird. If you didn't have the equipment, I want to remind you guys this is the
Wait! I got one too.
Excellent.
Mine was already flashed up, so
Right.
Well, you have experience flashing people. Anyway,
oh goodness.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Amen.
What size you
economy? $20 is
my dad in the chat.
And Thesis is full seething with rage. I am.
I popped into a show. Sorry.
Well, if there is anything that we can do to help, let us know. If not, there are reasons Pels were invented, sir. But I'm hoping we can help distract you from your seething, powerful rage.
Have we
And
gotten at least one little kind of smile or a little?
At least
Out of all of us,
like a
I can
giggle
see.
snort.
Just imagine that all of your rage is going through the tip of my pen and burning the wood.
Little do you know, it's not plugged. His wood burner's not plugged in. It's just rage.
oh, you've watched Rising of the Shield Hero too. Anyway, that's our evening show when Xander goes to bed.
Nice.
That's mildly not appropriate. I'll let that run for a minute. Bird landing on a head is a Finch reference. Okay, I was confused. Because
Yeah, the
I'm
finch will land on somebody's head when they're visiting.
Mhm.
how delightful. Angry for Rich. How did you come to in on that comment, Rich? Oh, comedic timing. That's what the reference was. Oh, good. Oh my God, I love you guys. I miss laughter so much. It's infectious.
Well, I'm glad it's the laughter that's infecting you.
Right. If it lasts more than 4 hours, seek
If it
medical
burns for more than
professional.
4 hours, talk to Joe.
Remember, Captain Winky needs a spacesuit. And
Oh,
YouTube Shorts, because Trey, here's the link, because I have it as unlisted. Excellent.
excellent. Thank
Awesome
you.
stuff. And yes, SOS, rock around. I only remember the commercials of the three. Thank goodness. It used to be. Okay. There, in all genres, there is something good and appealing. You just have to find it. There is nothing wrong with liking a particular song, even though it may technically be in a genre outside of the norm. You know, I encourage people to explore and at least sample the world as someone who is devoutly polyamorous. You know, I think that there's always going to be something that you can find that will move you in the right moment with the right song.
Look
Because
at all the
I-
metal bands that love to do Dolly covers.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, I mean, Johnny Cash basically completely dominated the song Hurt so much that Nine Inch Nails has basically forsaken it as, no, that's Johnny's song now.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Trent Reznor say that he even enjoys Johnny's version better than the original?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes the copy's better than the original. Not very often, but it does happen.
It does happen. I'm rather fond of Guns N' Roses' version of Sympathy for the Devil. Mind you, that's the one that was on the Interview with the Vampire soundtrack, which they don't warn you. They do not warn you. If this is a pro tip. If you put in the Interview with the Vampire soundtrack, the original one, it is like 50 some odd minutes of sweeping, orchestral, operatic, like goth to emo crossing mood music, right? Great stuff to sleep to. But the last track is Sympathy for the Devil, and you will slam into that at 2 a.m. like a sledgehammer and then get yelled at by your parents. Ask me how I know.
Oof.
A wreath maker and an ash maker. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Or a happy family.
Whew.
See, now I want Chinese food because there was a combo meal that one of the Chinese restaurants had that was just called Happy Family.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was so
a lot-
good.
A lot of them have that.
Gourmet
New
House.
Hong Kong has that.
Yep, Gourmet House. My second favorite Chinese restaurant, with the first being the Peking in Michigan City. If you ever have a chance, they don't have sitting anymore because they didn't make enough money. But if you go to the corner of 421 and 20 and go just a little east, on the left-hand side is the Peking restaurant. It is the best Chinese food that I
I
have
think
found.
it's recently been converted to an El Salto.
What?
No.
No,
I think it's been converted to a Mexican. when we were coming back from getting my eye stabbing a couple weeks ago. Crap, that's up again soon. But I could have swore where the Peking was El Salto. And Misty was kind of bummed because her grandmother used to take her there all the time as a kid.
Okay, so please tell me that it was one of those Chinese restaurants that had like the little pandas and stuff on the walls, and that El Salto is going to leave those up.
Little sombreros.
Add a sombrero and a little mustache to the pandas.
That'd be hilarious as all hell.
Horrible.
Isn't there a meme of that somewhere?
Hey, Dad, can you verify if the Chinese restaurant in the mall in Faribault still has the Pannekuchen tiles up with the blue Dutch windmills?
Nice.
Verify that. Sorry, you guys are talking
Nick-
about.
Oh,
There was a good place in Lafayette that we ate that was Chinese. It was not far from the Menards. It was not just farther, just a little bit farther in from Menards, coming from the Fowler Way.
Oh,
We're gonna-
yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
so we're going to take a short commercial break here. We're going to play a couple of ads. First one is going to be for Foxy, and then the next one for Donna.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Hey there, everyone. This is Donna Carlene. Want some romance mixed in with a dead body or more? Then you enjoy my Hunter's Ridge series. Set in a small town in Alabama, it's the story of Northern Rider computer tech Carly Simone and the love of her life, Captain B.J. Martin of the Hunter's Ridge PD. But life in a small town is not all roses and beer, as Carly's expertise in true-life crime-telling makes her the Hunter's Ridge murder expert. And then there's nowhere to go dancing except the Dixie with its country music. But Rocker Carly can adjust, can't she?
And since we do have a Rich here now, and even though he's just in the background because he's turning his camera off, we're going to switch over to track 14. You asked for it, now open wide.
Sorry, I don't think people wanted to see me juice my drain hose. That sounds weird.
No, we're good, thanks, Rich.
Nope, I'm good on that.
All right.
Searching is advised.
Do I need an adult?
You are the adult.
I need an adultier adult.
Not
You
what
know.
that's through. I
One
think
that
Now I
can
understand
successfully
why I was
adult.
honestly, I think the adultiest one we have is my dad, and that's scary.
About as scary as when I become the voice of reason.
Where did we live out here, Nicholas?
And let's see. I keep meaning to make y'all a not the green room logo for the corner of the main screen. But that would take away the joy of it. And let's see. I was going to say how that you can burn straight through without the burner being. Yeah. See.
See, it works.
Well, all you have to do is get yourself a big metal nail and hate hard enough. I mean,
Yeah,
granted,
this
that
piece does put
makes
off a lot of
worse,
smoke.
But
Is that pine you're working with today?
Oh, yeah.
I can smell that. I mean, really.
The
Right.
smell memory.
now I want rainbow trout.
Ooh,
The burning is yarn, now with smell-o-vision.
Look, I can smell that the way you guys can hear me squee when I'm not actually on camera.
Yes. Carl wants to admit that he feels honored to have created something that's mentioned in horror on other shows. Green Room Forever. And Alex says, I'm going to be, next RPG night, finding my guard as I was watching Kronk clips, and I'm tempted to get Kronk's new groove because it reminds me of the guard without a name.
Are you going to be like humming your own theme song?
Dun 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 dun. Anyway, as I am assuming Nick has yet to name it still. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything I do is carefully planned and cunning.
Pantser.
You do have everything carefully planned, and then your players go through and just take that totally off the rails for you. Not that I would have ever done that.
None of us have ever done that during one of the games.
No, nobody would create a Displacer Beast cannon.
And now he's on fire. It's good times. Good times.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Anyway,
I only
apparently
reverse
they believe
healed one thing.
Rich crushed my heart and soul at some point. Oh yes, talking about the Peking, if it is actually closed, yes. Like, no shtick, no humor. I will actually be in mourning for quite some time and be like less than amiable because they did not do Gordon's food service mass-produced Chinese. It was all her private recipes. The lady who ran it, its name is Sue, and I've literally been eating there for almost 40 years now. So if she needs to retire, I understand it, but...
That's like...
and I hope that's why it went out of business and not just... They just couldn't keep the doors open.
Right.
Yeah.
And Auntie Foxy's indie CD, and Donna Carlene's indie CD. And in other news, I have a comment on Instagram with 800 likes. Never happened to me before. I'm doing a happy dance. Excellent.
Nice.
I've only had one thing I've ever done actually go viral, and due to the nature of it, I didn't feel right promoting on it because I just happened to be one of the first people to get online when I found out that Stan Lee had died. So, like, if you look, I have a couple hundred as my highs, and then I have one that's like 42,000 hits. But, I would not have felt right profiting from that. Until a couple years later when I realized that that's exactly what Stan would have done.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I saw something recently. Speaking of famous people who have passed, and I've yet to actually go through and confirm it because I've only seen it pop up once. Ozzy Osbourne passed, apparently.
Now I've heard that a couple times, so let me check.
And then of course Willie Mays passed away, famous baseball player. And I just saw earlier today, and this is one that people probably wouldn't know unless they watch a lot of Facebook Reels or TikToks. But there was a judge over in Rhode Island that had a lot of clips and stuff. He was a judge over in Providence, Rhode Island. Real sweet guy. He passed away yesterday.
Ozzy was a hoax.
Ozzy was a hoax?
And that's what I'm seeing.
Awesome.
I just found out that Kevin Mitnick, one of the all-time most famous, most wanted hackers, topping the FBI's most wanted list for years, passed away last year.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Stomach cancer.
Oh.
And for the past several years, he's actually been running a computer security company. Or at least security education, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the founders of KnowBe4, and he was the chief hacking officers. Yep. And then Stu, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name because it's Swedish, and even though I have Swedish blood, I don't have a Swedish tongue. Yeah, he was the other big head. He was the CEO of well, he still is the CEO of Noble Force. So, but that's actually one of the security awareness training people that we use at the firm. We actually also use them for our phishing tests as well.
Yeah, we use them as well. I think the state uses them
Yeah, I think so too.
because those videos double up.
They're pretty good company by far. I just wish that the firm would let us use more of their fucking content.
So I have a question for you, Rich. You said you have Swedish blood. You don't have a Swedish tongue, but do you have Swedish fish?
There it is. Because if you didn't ask, I was going to.
I hate Swedish fish.
So do I.
It's they took the gummy candy and just made it taste weird.
Buffett? Okay, the
I
Dutch.
was going to ask about my Swedish meatballs.
So the restaurant, the Chinese restaurant, still has the Dutch.
I always wait for geisha girls coming out in their wooden shoes to do their clog dancing. So Japanese courtesans at a Chinese restaurant in Dutch shoes. Sure.
Hey, it's Minnesota. It's a melting pot.
Right.
Somehow my brain went to Al Johnson's up in Wisconsin, and now I really, really want some lingonberry pancakes
Ooh.
and smoked goat cheese.
I want to say congratulations, Thesis, on the 800 likes. That is silver lining. So be happy, and you better be doing a happy dance.
He did a happy dance, and
Dance going.
he also has sour gummy bears.
Ooh. Ted will fight you for them.
Sour gummy bears.
Hi, kitty.
There we go.
That's the one in Town Square we get sometime. And of course, I was talking about Chinese food. Well, yes, because Chinese food is probably the best.
Did you guys notice we went back to food in this show?
Yeah,
We always do.
Ozzy isn't dead. Ask Alexis if Ozzy passed you. No. Alexis?
Yeah, don't say the other one, okay?
What, Alexa?
Yeah, I was gonna say my stuff's good because one, I have an iPhone. Two, I have the headphones on.
I'm fine when other people say it. I'm screwed if I say it.
I technically have a corporate sponsored wiretap box, but as it is still in the box and not plugged into anything, I'm moderately safe with it. I mean, I have my other wiretap, but that's a given. Let's see, new comments, and one, no one is besmirching a Swedish fish. Anyone? Oh, Foxy saying I don't care for them. Everyone has the right to be wrong. Let me see. As my spirit departs, may yours linger. Aw, that's cute. And Nick passed? Yep. I remember when I heard Theo passed. I had to quadruple check. I swear there are some people who live to be the person talking about, oh look, somebody died. Don't know who Remy is, but Swedish fish are delightful. Can't stay but wanted to drop a hi. I met Norma, Old Settler Day, selling books. Well, good luck.
Good luck, Michaela.
Yes, good luck. I saw your display. It looks awesome, and you got all the new covers. Pretty. Good luck. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. If I tell you to stay hydrated, you better watch out. Trey might send you a bunch of shit about staying hydrated too.
I send it back. Well, I'm like, hydrate. She needs a stretch break. Take a stretch break. Hydrate. Encouragement! And then a dance.
I hope you have a good weekend, Michaela. Good luck. I actually contemplated going up there, but it's too hot. There was an F-bomb in there.
Whoopsie diddles.
And let's see. Me too. Greetings from Caleb. Remy was me. Oh, Foxy's little pupper. He passed a couple years ago. He buried in a small package of sweet fish because they were stable and terrible. That's adorable. Heartbreaking, but adorable. That seems to be the theme of this.
No,
Is Swedish fish? No, Swedish fish is a candy. They are usually red. They're very sweet with a.
Swedish fish are the lutefisk of candy.
no, they're not that bad.
Yes, they are.
The sweet,
You know what,
fish
Richard?
is-
Richard, you are in the IT field and you speak ill of Swedish fish.
I'm trying to figure out if Rich really knows what lutefisk is.
Oh yes.
I'm in the
Okay.
IT field and I speak ill of it.
Well, now I understand why you both suffer so much.
My father used to. Well, my mother used to make lutefisk for my dad every frickin' holiday, and every frickin' holiday you have to eat it. No, I don't.
Rich,
No.
you have my deepest sympathy on that. I was never forced to eat it. Thank you. But the only thing that came good from a Lutheran lutefisk supper was the lefse.
You need to try it, Rich. Mom, I've tried it for every holiday for the last 20 years. I don't like it.
Don't tell my dad this, but I can't stand beets, and he makes me eat beets when when we were growing up. You had to try everything he grew, and I hated beets. I still hate beets to this day.
Oh, I love beets.
So don't
Beets
tell
are
dad
delicious.
that. I think they taste like dirt.
My parents still
Oh,
brag.
isn't your dad listening?
Oh yeah,
Maybe
Dale's
he's
in the
here.
chat.
Smartass. But you know
Chip
what?
is
Give me
little.
kohlrabi, I'm happy.
Let's see. They have a weird waxy feel. Chili cheese donut. Not bad.
Huh.
You know, I've mentioned that I have heathens aplenty, and
Oh,
rarely has that been more true than following the phrase chili cheese donut.
Yeah, I was gonna tell Dan good luck at LibertyCon. Have fun.
Yes.
Yes.
You dip the donut in chili with cheese in it.
Depending on.
The kind of donut.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think cake donut would work at all. I think I would have a very natural volcanic reaction.
Yeah, but like
Not
a
the-
yeast
not the
donut
good
would be
one.
like dipping bread in almost.
Kind of
But
Ma-
not our
a ma-
cat.
Late.
A
long
maple,
as it's not
maple
glazed,
bacon
too.
glaze.
regular glaze. Kind of reminds me of the night that we went to the Happy Chef. Like I called it the real name, Happy Chef, and I couldn't decide what I wanted, so I had a cinnamon roll and breadsticks with marinara sauce.
So close. We are coming to the final letter, and we are working on the final line of the Woodcock address marker. But no one done by Joe. Looks like
Right?
he's going to get through his project before Trey is done.
Oh
He
yeah,
did it
we're near
before
finished.
her. To be fair, he had to get ahead Monday night while she was busy doing other things.
See, Thesis is clearly a man of culture. I respect that.
That was good as the candy I have
Pickle-
sitting right over there.
I know someone else who does pickles and peanut butter. I can't remember who it is, but there's someone else I know who does pickles and peanut butter.
I know
Some
somebody
relative.
that makes a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, no, I
And I'm like, what? And he's like, no, it's peanut butter.
Do you know what
I
goes-
can see that.
The butter keeps it from sticking, and so I made one, and it was tasty. I think I'd rather stick with peanut butter jelly.
You don't
But-
feel like a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so you make it like a grilled cheese. But you put the peanut butter and jelly because that peanut butter gets really gooey and warm, and then the jelly or the jam is really warm and gooey, and then they mix together.
See, I do toast, and then I put the peanut butter and jelly on.
Well, you could do that, but it's just something about with that extra.
Oh, yeah.
cheese. Oh.
Yeah, a lady I used to work with was a big fan of grilled peanut butter and jelly.
So, how do people feel about peanut butter on hamburgers?
I can't, no. Mm-mm.
See, I have to think about that because I've had enough Thai food that's peanut based and has meat and the peanut sauce stuff, so I could see where it could go well, but I could see where it could go all kinds of wrong. Kitty said, again with the food, good thing I stopped for Indian after dance class tonight.
Yeah, I haven't been able to bring myself to actually try a peanut butter hamburger yet.
My thing,
At one point in time, I spoke ill of a fried egg on a hamburger, and now I find that to be tasty.
It is amazing.
The Royal Red Robin is like, this is the pinnacle of burgerdom. I mean, that's necessary. This is why I love the Slamwich burger thing that Denny's used to do. I want my entire breakfast on top of a hamburger. This is how I got fat.
I think they'll be able to see that from the road, don't you, dear?
They better go over it with the glow-in-the-dark paint, and they'll see it from space.
Right.
Dad just brought up a point that I was thinking. I can't have ketchup, and I've like peanut butter on a hamburger. Ew. But maybe that would have to be my substitute. Maybe I should try it.
I was gonna say,
you can't have ketchup?
I can't have any tomatoes. I can't have any citrus.
Oh, that is far worse than I was realizing, because that means you can't have any barbecue sauce. And I mean, that's tragic. As a devout follower of Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yep. Unless I can find a molasses paste, which I can't find it around here anymore.
Let me look around. I will keep an eye out. And molasses is awesome, and people do not understand.
Oh, yeah, it
Are
is.
you standing your wood for a reason?
Yeah, all the extra pencil marks.
Okay.
Since this was one of the very few that I've ever done that were actually free-handed.
You should be proud of yourself. It looks good.
It does.
Thank you.
Marshmallow fluff on a burger? No.
Yeah, no marshmallow.
And making innuendos about food, don't tempt me. I had peanut butter on a hamburger, but let the ketchup rest. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you could put ketchup and peanut butter.
Kitty's requesting like a Burning is Love After Dark, where y'all talk about food and fornication at the same time. But we have children in the.
I was gonna say, we basically do already.
Speaking of, and I don't mean, is Xander listening on tonight, or is he in Xander's?
He is not currently paying attention. We'll put it that way.
So if I yell hi Xander, he won't hear it.
Oh, he might.
Hi Xander!
Oh, Manda heard it.
Hi Amanda!
Hi, Amanda!
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Xander.
Hi, Xander!
Hey, Amanda. Hi, Xander.
They said the Peking might have been replaced with an El Salto. So I need to seriously verify that. Yes.
Oh God!
I don't know.
Amanda's shocked. Oh no!
Show must go on. But nice, Joe, and you could add some glow-in-the-dark paint. That's what they're planning. And dang, now I'm tempted to make s'mores. Always be tempted to make s'mores. S'mores
I
are
may
good.
have ordered S'mores Bones coffee today.
Ooh.
I have a friend that does Bones wholesale, or she does like the wholesale orders.
Yes.
I ate holy cannoli this morning.
And let's see. Ooh, I just found my handmade Brute Force Studios steampunk leather iPad case. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And
Yeah, Tom Williford does awesome stuff.
oh, okay, you're going to do it that way?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because it's
Yeah,
pretty much
correct.
dry as clear.
Oh, I know. I thought you were going to put it all around the outside. Around the outside.
Round the
around
outside, round
Outside.
the and back to Eminem.
We are talking about food, and I did used to call my brother Skittles because he's good, but he ain't
We
M&M.
know what happened
Anyway,
with the mini Eminem.
Crocheted s'mores dinosaurs. Yes.
I saw that.
I saw that, and I was going to share it, and then I realized that it was already shared.
Oh,
You know what? If I get 50 of the same thing, I'm still a happy camper.
Trelena, Dr. Dulas wants to know, what are we turning wool into tonight?
He
This
came
came
in
late.
late, so he didn't see what you were making.
Oh, so it's actually acrylic, but it's a dice bag that is a traveler's pouch,
That's so freaking cool.
Cool.
That really needs like a crossbody.
right?
That really
So it
needs-
doesn't have a belt loop or anything. So I think I'm gonna make one so it can at least hang off of a belt,
Uh-huh.
because that's pretty easy to do. So
And if you back into it with like double layer of leather and then you put your loop, it should hold real well.
I was just gonna double thick crochet it.
That makes sense. I always
Still
over
gotta get some stretch in case the belt widths vary.
Now you send it to Rich, and he does a little chainmail around it so it doesn't stretch.
Nice.
Not enough that it covers up the crochet part, but enough
Thank
that
you.
it keeps
Um,
it shape.
yeah, important news, Richie. You were hoaxed. You have hoaxed us. You vile, vile Viking. Mandy just called Sue. And it goes at 8 tonight.
I love it.
I wonder if they've got a new location then, because the location that was the Pig King as we were driving by, I swear,
Wait,
wasn't
do
El
you mean the
Salto
one
now.
by Heroes Haven or the one that's in front of the old Walmart? Because it did have
All
to
I know
move out-
is it's going south on 421. Over there by where Wendy's and Gourmet House and stuff like that. A few roads north of that is where
no.
I'm used to seeing the Peking sign.
Wait, that's not where it was. You got turned around because Peking was next to, well, there's a thing between it, but Heroes Haven right on the north side of 20, just east of the 421-20 intersection, because they moved from in front of Walmart. Thank you. In front of the old Walmart in Michigan City. I know no one in the world cares about this, but you know.
That we
Where's
do.
the old Walmart?
Magic egg drop soup. We do not mess with Sue's magic
Egg drop soup.
Sorry, guys. Love you.
Nope.
Want to
Nope,
guess
we
where
understand.
the first place I took Manda out to was? Because she was sick, and I'm like, I've got this.
Egg
Aw.
drop.
And she's like, what? Egg drop soup. Okay. No, you don't understand. This will cure your cold.
I got okayed by 2 people. And Mr.
That's true.
Before I ever got okayed by your dad.
Well, yeah, they matter. You ask the two immortals of Michigan City. The one thing about Sue is she has not aged a single day in the 40 years I've known her. I am not being facetious. Oh, wait, no. She grew one little gray stripe in 40 years. No, see, I was seriously about to go into full, like, black armband mourning. Like, this was not going to be a pretty situation.
I was gonna say it was Chinese, so it's Chinese, so wouldn't it be a white armband?
Point.
Thesis has a question for Trey.
Oh.
Do you think you can make a scroll case out of yarn?
I would need dimensions, but maybe.
I don't see why you couldn't, because it would
The
just
size is important.
be that tube, the tube like you're doing with the pocket. on
Yeah.
the scroll. just extend that out more rows, and then make a larger one, a few
For a cap.
stitches longer for a cap, and then stitch it on one side so it hinges.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I could do either something like this, or I could do like a long flat piece and just roll it and sew it together.
Yeah. White armbands for morning. Good memory. The problem is I have to be careful where I am. It's like, why do you only wear bright orange safety colored like head things or my very
Not in the gang. Not in the gang.
Carl, welcome to being left-handed. You don't think about these things. You just are used to doing stuff the way that you do it, the way that's supposed to be, and that's. But you do have a point.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, Carl. I have known Joe a very, very long time. And I have never, in all the years I've known him, had him have any lack of stamina when it comes to using his hands for repetitive motion. I mean, it's just well done and professional.
I haven't had a complaint in over. I haven't had a complaint in over 37 years.
Oh Lord.
Hello.
Houston Dave, how you doing? Glad you could
Hey,
join
Dave.
us tonight.
Being left-hand messes with all sorts of things.
I'm left-handed.
I wish I'd gotten to stay fully ambidextrous. They made me sit on my hand and smack my left hand until, I had lines on my left hand. Because, you're not supposed to switch hands back and forth while you're writing.
Hey, Dad.
You go to
I
Captain
just
School?
figured out I was left-handed. You just left me alone, right?
He just went, sinister! Sinister!
From what I think I remember when I started writing, because I was writing across from my mom, is I was writing upside down and backwards with my left hand because I was mirroring her.
Right.
Mm.
I
Makes
fully
sense.
understand that logic.
Oh, blind us with your light there, Joe.
They're the ones that put me up on big screen.
Oh, cool, Carl. I'm glad you've come back and joined us again, Houston Dave. And you brought
Oh, you guys got to meet in person?
probably podcast. I'm assuming you podcast.
Ah. Oh, I see.
Okay, so there's a lot of left-handed people in this.
Oh, you guys are mirror twins.
So what, we're up to like 5 left-handed people now within this group?
And we're welcoming
Actually,
Dave.
this is working out really well, holding up this black light so I can see what I'm doing.
Wow, working not blind?
What?
You need to get one of those little head mounts with the loop that holds the flashlight next to your temple.
I've got some of those up here.
Or one of the doctor things. Headlights.
Oh, it's got a little clip on it. I could. Well, no, can't clip it. That's good.
You'll have to strap it.
Hey.
Strap on.
Strap on.
Strap off.
The strapper.
Oh,
Now dice bag with the dice box with the collapsible spring steel liner for dice kit.
ooh.
We're getting creative on our asses. I mean, how? That's
Okay.
a cool idea, Dad.
That is a little out of my wheelhouse, but ooh.
So I actually used to wood burn dice boxes and
Yep.
sell them at the con. I'd put felt in the bottom of them so you could actually just roll into them.
And there's a thing. Oh yeah, those are beautiful dice boxes.
Oh,
There's a theory that most left-handed people started out as twins.
Hey, Dad, can you imagine if there was 2 of me? Tracy went down.
Who would
I
have thought
used to
that something you
associate
can
with
watch while
someone
you're
who-
working can actually light up?
Hold on, we gotta make Rich Biggie here. Biggie Rich.
Yeah, I've got a pair like that, except the lights are on the outside.
Rich, my friend, just because you joined the Universalist Unitarian Church of Light or whatever does not make you a friar with access to volatile chemicals.
No, that was a D&D game that did that.
Whew. Now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna mount that on the house, dear.
Usually.
Well, I'm sure that you two have discussed mounting more than once. Never mind. Houston Dave says Ice Tea and Muncie twins.
My guess would be carefully. Wait, no, I know you two. Never mind.
I was gonna say I'm a feral goblin. Do you think I do anything carefully?
In Minnesota, it is illegal to shake dice in the bars. I miss dice games. Good sir, if it is illegal to shake dice, there is such a thing as a dice tower where one drops it and it rattles around. I have such a device. They are not hard to make or acquire. There are always workarounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy who loves messers because they are the Germans yelling at. What?
That's you, Donna.
Oh, to Donna?
To Donna. Well, not for Donna, but you know.
You green room your toilet, but don't groom yourselves over that song. Whatever do you mean?
We are innocent angels.
That was just
Dice towers?
a humble advertisement.
Ooh, cool.
Is that a 3D printed dice tower, Rich?
That is a 3D printed dice tower. I've got to work on it oriented at its proper size, or at least 1% bigger, so that D20s do not get caught coming out the bottom.
He needs to make it girthier.
I had to shrink it down so it fits on my build plate, but I can probably redneck it at least 95%. Because I think that was only 90.
Me and Michael Twins are good with outfits. We've got a comment. Dave, we took Dawn to a Muncie event last weekend. Hopefully she will talk about it if we ever do another show here. Of course you guys will do another show. You'll just decide when it's convenient for you and you'll just do it.
Should we run the Muncie ad? It is 8 after 8.
Run the Muncie ad.
Yeah, we can run it real quick.
I got it. I just got to get down to it.
That's what she said.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Muncie, we want to Muncie, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Muncie, we've got to Muncie. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Muncie is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Muncie, we want to Muncie, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Muncie, we got to Muncie. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Yes, folks, remember that Pokemon Go for old people still exists and is running amok.
Amok. Ow!
Rich.
Oh.
What happened?
He went amok.
He forgot he had surgery.
I forgot the stitches.
Did you just open something up?
No, but I pulled it and it hurt.
Oh.
I almost pulled out the tube this morning when I was trying to take my CPAP off. I'm like, why does the CPAP tube seem so thin?
Oh.
Because I'm tugging on the wrong frickin' tube.
Oh.
Come on, Rich. No. We are... No, come on.
Wrong tube. This tube.
That's somehow worse.
Instead of my CPAP.
I know. I'm a member of the Scuba Sleeper Squad too, but you can't have me a straight line of I'm tugging on the wrong tube on this show and not expect some kind of backlash.
And
Oh,
this
yeah.
is why we're going to go into track 15, hold my beer and watch this stuff.
I didn't realize that in the ad. I had my hair done the same way. I need to discontinue this dress.
Oh wait. So Thesis wants to hire Carl for a secret project. Don't think.
Eh.
You haven't been able to shake dice since the 70s? I thought people never mind.
What night is the CPAP story time? I'm in. Anytime they want to do a show, we can sit and talk about being members of the Scuba Sleeper Squad. I am really tempted to make, some kind of logo for y'all as fellow members of the Scuba Sleeper Squad. It is nice because now I can cover up the blanket and not feel claustrophobic. Like, pull it over my head. I'm like, fine, I'm done.
Yeah, that is one of the nice things of being able to, on a really cold night, just cover yourself up beyond all belief in comfy blankies and still be able to breathe.
That sounds delightful.
And Dawn, Carl, you may want to possibly plan for a show for July 3rd. If you guys have nothing going on that day. Because that'll be our next Parks Board meeting. Actually, it should be the last one that got moved to a Wednesday.
I still gotta type up the commentary from our last meeting.
Well,
keep the PETA people away from him, Dave.
And don't step in a poodle.
in other words,
Walking
stay
home.
from my dad so you don't step on Cody.
I need to
Which
find.
PETA are you talking about, Nick? The people eating tasty animals or the...
No, the psychos. The people
Yeah.
who eat animals, I know. I'm in a much better mood. Glad to help.
Excellent.
Anyone need an antique CPAP? I have many.
Oh. He was Darth Vader before Darth Vader was ever in everybody's house.
Just imagining somebody with a bellows.
It was that freaking loud.
Oh
It
my
really
god.
was.
See what? No, I know how you do it.
Old school iron
You get a little
lung.
sausage
Yep.
dog, right? And you put it in the wheel that turns the crank to the cam that squeezes the bellows, and you just put the little hunk of bacon out of the dog's reach so it keeps chasing it, and then you can get a few hours of sleep. Yeah.
We need that for the cats.
Right?
Hobo likes to just smack me in the face and meow at me when he wants me to wake up in the morning. Which wouldn't be bad if it wasn't at 4:30 in the morning.
Let me figure out, double check with Ted because his birthday is the 2nd, and I don't know what we have going on that week with it being the 4th of July week. So he
Okay.
was Dave. He was CPAP. He was CPAP Vader.
Gosh.
Does that make me Princess Leia?
So I just need to point out the shirt I have on just says pew pew, vroosh, beep boop, vroosh. But it's in the Star Wars font.
I thought there would look Star
I
Wars.
approve of anything involving the words pew pew. Trey,
Pew pew.
I approve of most things that involve the words pew pew.
pew pew.
Pew pew.
My first CPAP the size of a 12-pack sitting on the nightstand so the neighbors could hear it running.
Oh, jeez.
Mine isn't that big, but it is absolutely maxed out.
Mine used to have to be hooked up to an oxygen concentrator. And oh dear mother of God, that thing put out so much freaking heat.
Really, Dawn? Are we okay?
No.
Are you doing okay, dear?
No,
I see you reaching to put that bottle in your mouth. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh wait, this
Hydrate.
is the green room, and that's not your shtick. Anyway,
I'm not going there. I'll be
I
yeah.
followed fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. My black
Because
hat
you're a
fell on
lady.
my head. Let me move that aside for a second.
Alec is in flamingo trunks because they're cooler than shorts and more clothes than boxers.
I have flamingo trunks.
That works.
Makes sense to me.
If you're Leia, does that mean you get grabbed by the pig? I would love to see her just like pull that off, and they're just donut coolers. You know,
Awesome.
you
The
know?
thing is, do you really want to be Leia? Because it means you got to French kiss your sibling.
No. Mm-mm.
But it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah, but no, if we're going with CPAP Vader and, Don Leia, then from what I've seen of Ted, I could totally see Ted as Solo, though. So, I mean,
Are you kidding? I can see Ted as Slave Leia. I've seen how
we don't kick shame around here.
I'm not.
But we take question.
We do king question. No.
There was no shaming in that. That's the thing. That was meant as a clear compliment.
Although I am willing to find a Slave Leia costume in my size, just in case we ever have to deal with Pika showing off his legs in his Harley cosplay.
Rich, we used to be friends.
Dang.
Wow.
Dang.
Oh, the cringe. I grew up in the cringe. Or who are we kidding? I never grew up. I aged in the cringe.
I was molded by it.
You inserted
Quiet.
your wings in the
I
cringe.
didn't see normal behavior till I was a man. Yes. Yes. And now we need more fiber.
Roar.
Let's go, Moma. Oh God, I miss you, Ben. Oh God, how to terrorize my buddy Ben's wife. We would both start badly quoting the Aeronauts Bane outtakes. Oh God, no. Yes, I will send links to the people who need to know what I'm talking about. Handlebars.
Well, did you see what else Texas Dave said that knit Princess Leia earmuffed? In this case, we would be,
Well, see,
crocheting.
I'm just loving the idea of if you're gonna knit Princess Leia earmuffs, which are totally acceptable. One, before I forget the idea, you also have to knit Sailor Moon like pigtails on a headband.
Yes. Yes.
Because I come up with things like that. And Trelana, why on God's green earth haven't you cosplayed as your forger yet? I know it's crochet, not knitting, but those knitting needles, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
double dagger. I checked the measurements. I looked up her height, and then I looked up the weapons proportionate to her height to make sure my eyeball was right, and those are approximately 18 inches of stabby past the hand.
And they make them. I would just buy them.
What if
Yes.
Dan is still here with us?
And then I would
Who?
handle them, and we would talk to a machining firm to lay out some nice steel or titanium ones for you. Oh, they're just props, sir. Stabbity, stabbity, death.
Look, I can use them. I'm learning.
As much as I love the idea of that, Alec, because I do have my flamingo swim trunks, they aren't comfortable for sitting in for long periods due to the nature of the inner liner of swim trunks. It can be rather grating. So, probably not for a game session. The conversations I have. And unfortunately, Dr. Dulas is drowning. Look, there's his little head and arms. Anyway. Okay, this has become the green room. I take it all back. It's too late. We've ceased the means of bad humor production. All you have to do is throw off your chains. Anyway, what just, my Zarak? Moving on. Don's mom claimed my CPAP was louder than the milk machine vacuum pump in the cow barn. Quite a learning curve.
I told you I was small town, right?
Don, the grain silo. I believe in location, location, location. When I pick the house, in front of me is field, right?
Mm-hmm.
Off to one side is the completely not haunted ancient old folks' home. Off to the other side is the pre-Civil War, totally not haunted cemetery. On one side is my good buddy Lester. The other are the delightful pair of lesbians with their gigantic dogs. And behind me is a full train grain silo loading machine. So you hear, and apparently it's Lester mow's lawn time. So literally, as soon as I say that, the lawn is being mowed. So this is delightful. But yes, I understand the agricultural noises. At least you're not by an orchard where I grew up, where they have the what are they? The ice cannons.
Oh yeah.
The sonic cannons that fire off to keep like hail from forming above a place.
Oh Lord.
Oh yes.
So are you wanting to finish that tonight, Hun, or you want to save the rest for next week?
Oh no, I've still got like 4 pages worth to go.
Okay.
So yeah.
It
Joe's
is as
trying
per
to
the Star Wars quite often, Dave, because, well, I think it says down a little bit, we're nerds.
But I finished the main portion of the pouch.
That's what she said.
Hey.
And what a lovely pouch it is.
Mm-hmm.
Nice pouch you got there.
Let's see if the color actually
you gonna
shows up
fill it
if I
up?
turn this out, though.
If Dawn does Princess Leia hair, does that make her a Disney princess?
Hell, I'm already a princess.
Pretty princess.
Oh, I see.
So pretty. So very pretty.
Yes.
I love her.
Well, now that Aliens is part of the
Yes!
the Disney warehouse, every female, xenomorph there is out there, except for the Queen, would be a Disney princess. And of course, the Queen would just be a Disney queen.
I just want to point out the Klinger is a Disney princess as well, from MASH.
Oh Lord!
Yeah.
Want to buy me a Mercedes Benz. My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Now, Dave says, use the Schwartz knot, Luke.
My Schwartz is as big as yours.
Valid. My Schwartz is longer than yours.
There has been a lot of posts about Spaceballs 2 coming out.
I saw that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the guy who's replacing Rick Moranis, though. I mean, I don't know how you can replace Rick Moranis.
Smoke if you got him.
I mean, Tester, Lester, Frights and Lawns of the Dead. Oh, you have no idea. Dave, you have no idea how much fun that is. My neighbor Lester is a brilliant, blessed lunatic who has this habit of welding things together that shouldn't go. And there are stories.
Your neighbor's just red green in America, with less duct tape and more welding.
Less duct tape, more welding, more creative substances. It's delightful. But in the parody, in the parody Hardware Wars, the Princess Leia's character hair buns were indeed cinnamon buns on a hair barrette. The Wookiee monster noticed and tried to eat them.
Nice.
Oh, they have
Hardware Wars. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll kiss $6 goodbye.
Oh, I like how trade just keeps working along.
I had Hardware Wars on VHS. I might still have it in the. There's a bunch of my old VHS tapes. I don't have a VHS player anymore, but a bunch of my old VHS tapes we found when we were clearing out Dad's house.
But have you
Tapes clearing
seen
out your
the?
dad's house?
Huh?
Tapes clearing out your dad's house?
After Dad passed away, when we were cleaning everything out, we found some stuff in my old room.
I'm just referring to tapes in your parents' house.
Mm.
And
You
the
Not
mean-
the
microwave.
green room.
The other tape I found.
Yeah.
Well, that was long ago. Thankfully, I didn't find any of those.
Zoom, zoom,
Um,
zoom, zoom, zoom.
Although, at one point in time, Dad was converting a lot of stuff to digital. So, oh God, I'm afraid to look at that fucking computer now. Excuse my language. Sorry.
The realization of horror,
That is totally acceptable in that case.
right?
It might be literal too. I remember one time when I was working in the factory, getting off at 7 a.m. Sorry, leaving work at 7 a.m. Not the clean room.
Up at 7
You
a.m.
pervs. But got home. The factory is about 45 minutes to an hour from where we lived. Get home around 8, tired, just middle of the summer, so it was just stupidly hot. It was an injection molding factory with no internal AC, so it was even hotter because you had 90-some machines putting out 600 degrees, well, 500 to 600 degrees to melt the plastics at the proper temperatures and stuff. So got home from that, getting ready to slog up to my room. Rich, your dad had a problem with his computer. He wanted you to look at it real quick. All right. Which, funny story. When I wasn't an IT professional, Dad always asked me to come take a look at his computer. When I became an IT professional, he went to my sister, who does not know anything about computers.
Well, because you spent all day at work doing stuff with it, so why would you want to do it when you got home?
The mechanic clause?
I lived there for free? It's not even after I moved out. I was still living in the house.
Parental love, man. It happens.
Got to pay the rent somehow.
Oh, we've got comment dumps.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Let's see.
Turned on Dad's computer. Porn right on the screen. He accidentally saved it as his wallpaper.
Oops.
So I had to teach Dad, and sorry, we're going to get a little green room here. No clicky on the titty titty.
Yep.
I don't think that lesson ever took.
But it's so catchy.
Oh, you guys do know about what happened July 6th in Indiana on that subject, correct? Oh, you don't know? Oh, God. Nick,
Clicky titties in Indiana, July 6th? What?
Yeah, well, actually, there has been the Indiana Congress passed a bill that says all potentially adult-oriented material online that is broadcast in Indiana has to have proper confirmed age testing. So it's not just that you click that I'm 18 or older. It's that they want everyone's driver's license number so that they can verify. And there is a very large lawsuit from the certain adult industry people trying to sue Indiana about it as a First Amendment violation. It is, but so anyone planning to use any certain tubes or
Hubs.
You might want to make sure your bank is full and properly stored before, say, the 4th of July, when they roll out weirdness, if that is your jam.
Well, and I can understand why they're putting up a fight on it too, because not only is it kind of a First Amendment thing, but that puts a lot of liability on them to
Right.
make sure that information is transferred securely And then if it has to be stored securely,
Yeah.
Just from an IT standpoint, that is
A
a
nightmare.
nightmare.
I mean, there've got to be several agencies and organizations just, doing this, waiting for that to come online for ID harvesting.
Yeah.
But, yes, I do find that fascinating in that you can go watch people get eviscerated online, fine. Every means of death is fairly easy, but if they're boffing, it's a horrible crime against man and God. I find that interesting. And apparently so does Lester, as the Moore started up on one poll.
It's one of those weird blue laws type of thing where I can kind of understand it on one point for age verification and actual identity verification.
Right.
But I mean, kid can steal dad's driver's license.
Yeah, it's so
Kids
bad.
have stolen dad's credit card numbers in the past. So I mean, it's.
Well, what it is it's an attempt to enforce morality through sideways legality.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? But yeah, Xena the Xenomorph warrior princess. Sorry, that just sounded like it came out of our conversation. But dawn of mine now is just let's hold my breath to give you more pressure, and the night is better. I don't know what you're talking about.
CPAP.
But see, they're coming because I'm talking about that whole thing. But yes, that bill is coming into place, and given the nature of our conversation, it might be something that people need to know.
That's kind of funny because I'm playing World of Warcraft while I'm doing all this, and the talent I just had to take for my Warlock was Vile Taint.
Hey, that's no worse than the power that you gave Steve in D&D, Nick.
Right.
What happens in mature D&D is entirely different from what happens when I am running D&D in a public setting for teenagers to try to teach them that actions have consequences.
Yeah, some of our cantrips should not carry over.
I just read ahead and comment. Sorry.
Hey, those minute nachos were a hit.
So AI is actually coming into crochet.
Sure.
They are doing the people are doing AI art of the patterns, and some people are doing AI patterns, which are glorious disasters because they just throw letters in there.
Please remember with the mimic.
Are they doing it ironically, or are they trying to be serious about it?
People are selling them
Oh Lord!
because they're just cranking them out so they can just sell, and people are buying them. I mean, when people buy it for 50 cents because, it's AI, whatever, and there we go.
I came across another author tonight that uses AI for her audiobooks. And she's like, hey, everybody, you want a free audiobook? I found it. I was doing this, it's cheaper. I'm like, yeah,
I will tell you, Amazon will not currently let me do an audiobook for Paints and Hellfire that isn't through their AI program. I have to go through like the sideways through the Audacity and do it. But there's a one-click link if you were to bring up like on your bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
It literally will say, and would you like to make an audiobook with AI? Click here. So it's not. I don't want to blame them per se.
No, but I can see.
I can see why they're being so targeted. It's unless you're really vigilant and you're thinking long term about it.
But to actually say in your email, I decided to go with AI because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
I get that you have to watch your budget and everything, but I might as well just go to ChatGPT and have her write a book and put her name on it. And I can read it for my own, not publish it, read it for my own, and be like, oh look, I just read her book.
Not to never mind the furthermore of the show, but there are actually several people who will give you advice. How I made $1 million or $2 million on my first thing. One of the first things they were saying is, well, yeah, use AI to set up your stuff and do it, especially for nonfiction. This is why I have a lot of typos in my stuff, and because of the way my mind works due to rampant dyslexia, I think almost in German without being able to speak it. So, I Yoda things in my mind a lot. It influences how I write. But it's one way to tell it's not AI. So I'm almost at the point of being tempted to leave the errors in, to go, this is not heavily edited so that I done goofed it.
Yeah.
Per se.
Poor Don is suffering.
No, I'm enjoying every minute of it. I think, all right. Okay, I have to do this because this is the one I saw that. Oh God.
Oh.
And again, now you guys know it's not my fault.
Our photos. That's you know what though? If you're keeping everything, I see no moral issue. Oh, you have 30 pictures? Yeah, they're all my wife. Oh, how do you know what I mean? As long as there's no.
That wife is my mother, and this is my father. That's
I am fully aware of it.
You right, Rich? You get me right.
Is it squicky? Yes. However, is it amoral? I don't see an immorality. I just see it as if I were the kid, I go, ah! But come on.
That's why I said Rich gets it.
Thankfully, I didn't see this bit right here. But my middle sister told me how my nephew from my oldest sister was mentally scarred while cleaning out stuff from Dad's house. Apparently, one of my sister's ex-psychopaths revenge porned my sister by sending stuff to my dad, and my dad kept it to bring to court if there was ever a case that was brought up as evidence of this is what I received from him.
That's a necessity. That's the kind of thing I would consider a black file thing, where sometimes you have to have really unpleasant things.
We didn't know it was in the garage and in one of the cabinets, and my nephew was cleaning that out. What's this? Oh Lord.
Oh, I see the drama.
So my nephew is in my club.
Foxy was saying that's happening in Utah too, with the same thing that's happening in Indiana.
Utah, Texas, I think. Oh God, what's that? Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Oklahoma, where the.
But yeah, it's a lot of more red states are trying to adopt that.
That's true. Nothing is sacred on the internet, and because apparently nothing is sacred on the internet when it comes to our family, Dad.
Well, just remember Rule 34.
Wow. Wow. But I know it's true.
Yeah. But some things you don't want to think about.
I remember the internet. Not what it is now. I remember the internet.
I remember when it was 56K, and I was meeting Ted, and he was.
Yeah, I remember the internet, and then Jen had to take it to that damn meeting, and it was destroyed.
And then Dad was so afraid that.
Sorry, IT crowd reference.
Illinois was going to kill me.
Yeah. No, see, in the old days of the internet, you could say or do whatever you wanted. However, if you said or did the wrong thing, a digital vigilante would completely destroy your universe. And I am very big on
I knew a few of them.
Yeah.
We were talking about one of them a little bit earlier.
I like Carl's thing here too that he says a bit down here. That Carl goes, we got to do all stupid stunts without them ending up on the web.
Doc, you're not wrong, and you haven't brought the smiles away. What we do, I will tell you, the way to face adversity is through absurdity. The only way to deal with what we have going on in the world today is to acknowledge it, deal with it, and respond as insane, unhinged, and offline a matter as humanly or cryptidly possible. If they want to apply extreme order and control, the response is to go high strangeness. It's fine. It's fine because all systems break. So no worries. No. I would rather face this whole thing with a smile on my face and a song in my heart. Just don't worry about it.
I learned crisis management from Monty Python.
And I think, Alec, your comment here. This is why we love you so much. Because I'm trying to figure out the words here. Come on, I'm with enough authors. Come on, help me with the words.
Spizzerinctum.
Resonate.
Montana.
Defenestrate is always the right answer. It's just finding the right one.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Actually, no. I'm wait.
Python.
You know what you can do with your spizzerinctum? No.
Not the green room.
Hey, it just means moxie. I don't think you were there that night, Nick. Spizzerinctum came up.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Oh god, that sounds so wrong. It's so innocent, but it sounds so wrong.
I'll be honest. My internet went. So I heard you weren't there when happened, and then that was so long ago, but it was so innocent.
Yes, it's spizzerinctum. It means pretty much moxie, and it was just one of those words I came across one day, and I'm like, listen here, you spizzerinctum people.
But I mean, Alec, too many people in your generation have that problem where you guys can't really speak up and try to be who you truly need to be and stuff like that, because not only are the generational wars, but people in your own generation just want so much drama that it's not even funny. I see it in my youngest and what my youngest has to deal with too.
Yeah, that's why I was just going to say, what Alec is going through because you go through it at home with your offspring.
Very close to a lot of the same stuff, yeah.
Having more reach than at the time, 30-year-old man? That's hard enough on a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Whoa.
Poop whiskers.
I just gotta read that. Oh, sorry. I got excited. I had to read something and clicked on instead of just reading it.
It's okay. But yeah, Donna said Poop Whiskers, Mommy's phone is not a toy. And I heard the owl all the way in here. Monty Python classic. Indeed, I grew up with British absurdist humor and sci-fi.
Mm-hmm. Faulty Towers.
Faulty Towers. Well, actually,
Faulty Towers.
I literally would watch Benny Hill and Mr. Rogers in the same afternoon as a small child.
Okay.
So if that doesn't explain vast quantities about me, not much will.
And the funny thing is, they were on the same channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, PBS was a great thing.
PBS.
Whole other thing back in the day.
Mm.
Apparently, they are going to be doing like a PBS
Yes.
Plus thing. That's all the old stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's
they have
like
rights to
adult
the-
comfort shows now.
3, 2, 1, contact.
Oh God. 3, 2, 1, contact.
Julia
But it
Child,
had,
like-
Cajun
but it's
Chef.
Yeah, it was
Yen can cook, and so can you. I learned to stir fry from that man.
oh yeah. But like Bob Ross, Reading Rainbow, Mr. Rogers. Like those comforting shows we grew
Yeah.
up with, that's what's supposed to be on that channel. And
Like, I can trigger a whole bunch of people of a certain age by simply counting to the right rhythm. 1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3, 4,
5,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. I still count to 12 like that.
I was the Ladybug Picnic, though. 1,
I
2,
just
3, 4,
realized something.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and they all went.
Yes.
That was mine.
Channel 11 in our case, that was our PBS station.
Yep. WTTW.
Was
window to the
was
world.
the station to learn every life skill you frickin' needed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, because you had like This Old House, Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, I
Roadshow here.
Stu Johnson.
Now
cooking
here's the
shows,
funny
mechanic shows.
here's the funny thing about WTTW. When high definition was first coming out,
Yeah.
was first becoming like the big thing in homes, HD TVs were out, and I was working for Comcast at the time, and we were doing a ton of HD installs. Guess who had the best looking picture? 11-4. It was
Because
WTTW, and they normally had like nature documentary stuff, and it looked like it didn't matter what like TV it was, it looked like you were there. It's like, how does WTTW, that survives off donations for the most part, have better HD service than ABC, CBS, and NBC?
Because one, whoever is working on it is doing it because they want to, and two, the kind of person who is attracted to working for PBS is a next level nerd. I love you, Brian K. Morris. Anyway,
Well,
like-
one other thing about that is also that PBS doesn't have to churn out stupid amounts of money where you're looking at millions of dollars just in the actor compensation for a show, not to mention the writers, the directors, the key grips, and all that. You know, it's they didn't have as much programming overhead.
Yeah.
and
That's
I
true.
will say this, and you want to see a hill I will die on and take everybody with me. PBS is one of the best taxpayer funded or influenced projects that has ever been done for this country. Hard stop.
Mr. Rogers
I mean-
went to bat for it.
We
Oh,
Nick,
yeah.
you're not going to have to die alone on that hill.
locally,
Yeah.
we have a little issue going on with our PBS station.
Oh no.
The president, whatever you want to, I can't remember what the title was. She killed herself,
Oh,
Oh,
no.
oh no.
and they found out because she was funneling a lot, like millions of dollars.
Oh.
So
Oh,
there
no.
has been a lot of, is it still going to go on? Is it not going to go on? Because they have to make up this money, and people are very untrusting of the channel now, and
Mm.
it's really kind of a hit or miss of what's going on with it. But one of the local news guys that has been on the news, was on the news for like 15 years in the mornings. He ended up quitting the regular news and went to work for them, and thank God he did that, because he is kind of that voice of reason that everybody was used to seeing Mark in the morning. You know, he's never screwed the city over. He always was good to everybody, and just from being on TV, being a newsman. And I think a lot of people are kind of watching his lead, and he's like, I'm sticking with it. I'm staying with PBS. They do way too many good things for me just to walk away.
Mhm.
Well, I know we have a ton of comments still,
I know.
but
Yeah, we
we're
do.
coming up on 2 hours, I know Trey has to get to work in the morning. Nick would probably like to try and sleep at some point. You know,
What?
nothing like 8 hours of streaming for the week for Nick, but but I think with that, folks, we are going to wrap this up, and
I do want to point this out for all of ours that have been on BB Watch.
okay, good idea.
Yep.
So,
That, and so you don't go out and find something that's not BB in it.
It's always a possum or a raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally understand that, Carl. Thank you for that
Or
update.
oh god, a skunk would be rough.
Ooh.
And emu, they're running around in Indiana.
They're
They don't have a-
everywhere.
But after Nick and Rich, I do have something I want to ask you after we go off air, so stick around for a few minutes. But with that, folks,
All right.
we will
I guess
see
Trey,
you
we're not good
next Monday. I already talked to you and Trey about it.
Oh,
All right, bye.
love you, Dad.
See you guys.
Good night.